use rubrics to provide a consistent, reliable means of assessing classroom performance. Through rubrics, students will have clear, written explanations of their instructors' expectations of their performance. In this video, we will demonstrate how to create a rubric, edit a rubric, delete a rubric, copy and modify a rubric. We'll use the Strata campus in this demonstration and show you how this works for an American history course. Since rubrics live in the gradebook, we'll select Gradebook. From the Gradebook menu, we'll select Setup Gradebook and Rubrics. And from the second level nav, we'll select Rubrics. To create a rubric from scratch, first we'll select Assign a Rubric, and in this example, we'll just enter test data. Test and add new rubric, test description. We'll select Use for numeric grade, so the grades are included in the grade, and we'll also select Show to Student to make it available to the student. We'll select a criterion name, as well as description, and we'll select Done, and now we'll enter in the levels, again with test data. Select Done, and we'll manually enter in the points for that particular level. And we'll go ahead and click Save. That's an example how to create a rubric from scratch. I'm going to show you an example of creating a rubric from an already established file that we had in Excel. We cut and pasted the content from our Excel spreadsheet rubric, and we pasted it into the platform, entering in all the data, as in our example is creating from scratch, and then selecting Save. So I showed you two examples on how to create a rubric, and now I'll show you an example of how to edit a rubric. If you hover over the rubric and select Edit from the right-hand side, we can go ahead and add more content to our rubric. And we'll scroll down and select Save. Our next example is how to delete a rubric. Again, we'll hover over the rubric, and to the right we'll select Delete and confirm Delete. I'm going to show you an example of how to copy and modify an existing rubric. We would like the same rubric in Assignment Lesson 1 for Assignments Lesson 2. We'll select Assign a Rubric. We'll select the menu to the right here by selecting the arrow. We'll see that we want to copy the Spanish-American War and Aftermath rubric to Lesson 2, but we're going to go ahead and change this rubric to represent our World War I content. The description is the same, as well as all the content in this rubric. We'll go ahead and select Save. And that's an example of copying an existing rubric, but modifying it for a new assignment. We covered creating, editing, and deleting rubrics, as well as copying and modifying an existing rubric. Contact your administrator today to adopt LearningStudio Rubrics.